It's funny how you sometimes start out with something in mind, and as you spend more and more time thinking about it, it kind of takes on a different persona completely. And at first it was kind of referred to loosely as the Unstoppable FJ, which is pretty cool and it meets all the concepts. But by the time this is done, it's going to be a beastly vehicle. And so it started getting referred to as the FJ Bruiser. This is a straight axle vehicle. This has got Currie diffs front and rear. It's built more like the old tough ways that run forever. You know, just this unstoppable vehicle.
Right now we're in the process of putting drive shafts in.
We are chamfering the edge of this so I can weld the yoke on it. So let's press that piece on there because we have less room to move it forward and aft.
I think we need to at least tack it on there, but it needs some good
That's what we're doing. We're gonna tack it.
So this shows us where the high and low is. This will move 3 or 4 or 5, 10 thou.
There is our high spot. Look at that.
So we're looking at the oil filter for the motor. Sent us some plumbing diagrams of how it should be plumbed and that they recommend the filter. Well, we don't have the exact filter yet. This one's pretty close to what we're gonna be using size-wise. So we're just kind of looking for placement on where that's gonna be. So that way we can kind of get an idea for the lines.
I'm thinking all the lines are going to come up here and then somewhere in this area come through the cab.
Well, you're gonna have to like go under and up, right? Because the exhaust is gonna be under here.
And then up. So they'd have to swap places.
Well, you just have to put a guard in there because the problem is I think we're gonna run into the arms. The body is so tight inside.
We need to have enough room inside the cab, but we also need to make it safe. So we have a 2-inch roll cage inside of it.
We do have a seat mount that we finally got put in. It's basically as far back as we can go. And also with this truck, we're gonna run 2 Optima batteries back here. And then we have a transmission cooler here that we were able to get hung. Fuel cell here, radiator. I believe it's a tool pass, 2 fans on it. And we also were able to hang the oil tank.
We're running a TRD NASCAR current cup motor. Look at this valve cover on this engine. I've been told that it's almost 90 hours of work to make each one of those. Rancho Drivetrain built this transmission specifically for us. The bolt pattern on the back of the NASCAR motor is unique. So this is a 20-inch wheel. When you add 11 inches to it, it's like this. Well, as you're coming over, the fenders, the way they are currently right now, would probably run about that much interference in it. So what we need to do is we need to narrow the front end of this. If we can do it all with fenders and still keep the FJ look.
Changes are inevitable in a build. And so each change that happens, there's normally like 10 different changes that make one change possible. And so you kind of have to run back what you've done and redo a couple of those parts to make the new iteration fit. So the next steps are to put the center body back on, put the front fenders on, and start basically getting a firewall put back in it, a floor put back in it. We'll figure out the passenger seats and mounts.
We're really riding a razor blades edge on this whole car. We're not going out and buying somebody else's rock crawler kit. We had to fit this inside of an FJ. I mean, this has been probably the most challenging build I've ever done. The good thing is I get lucky enough to work with a bunch of guys that really are a lot like this vehicle. They're bruisers and they're unstoppable. So one way or the other, we'll get her done.